Hey guys, today we are going to give you some pointers on proper vape etiquette.
Speaking of which, that's like number one. Don't blow vapor in other people's faces. It's rude.
That is very rude. Now, back to what I was saying. A lot of people don't know what the difference is between smoke and vape. So, because of that, we do need to conduct ourselves in public with a little bit of manners. Speaking of public places, we'll start with restaurants.
Restaurants, you literally don't ever want to do it in a restaurant. Some bars let you, some bars are like part restaurant, part bar. And if that's the case, use your eye care. Eye care is produced like virtually like just a little bit of smoke. That's it. I mean, it disappears in like 2 seconds. It's okay because it's not hovering all over the place. You're not clouding everybody out, not being able to see you. It's terrible. So if you must, use an eye care.
Other places, stores, except for our store, of course. Stores. If you're at the grocery store, do not walk around and vape. It's just disrespectful. You wouldn't walk around smoking a cigarette in a store, so don't walk around and vape. Just don't do it. Just wait till you're outside. Concerts.
Oh my goodness, concerts, guys. Let me tell you, it might seem like just a gnarly idea to be vaping in a concert, but let me tell you, it's not the case. I was actually in a concert myself, and I was sitting rather close to the front, and yet someone decides, repeatedly back to back right in front of me. The guy's like 8 feet tall, so not only can I not see past him or next to him or anywhere in between, so no concerts unless you're like sitting all the way in the back in the lawn where it's open, where there's only like 2 people beside you and they're also doing God knows what. So
other places like city transportation, if you're on a city bus, if you're on a train, a subway, especially airplanes, most of those places already have electronic cigarettes and smoking banned. So clearly that's a no-go. Don't do it unless you want to be asked to leave. Plus you gotta take your other passengers into consideration. Once again, they don't know the difference between smoke and vapor. So instead of arguing with them, just respect it, just don't do it. Movies.
Please don't ever do it in the movies. And granted, it's dark, no one can see you, but that person next to you don't want to be that guy. No one wants to be that guy that can't hold off the vape. I love vaping just as much as anybody else, but still, no movies. No movies whatsoever. Not even if you do have, my bad. Not even if you do have an eye care. Just don't do it. Because it's just still, like, someone's going to see it, someone's going to be like, what is this guy doing? Why in the movies? Like, they don't make no sense.
A lot of outdoor festivals and festivities. You're walking around, there's vendors. Even though you are outside, you have to take into consideration that you're in a public area. There's a lot of kids around. Again, they don't know the difference between smoke and vapor. So you have to kind of, be polite. If you're gonna vape at those places, because for the most part it is allowed, use something a little bit more discreet.
Use your eye care.
Leave your box mod at home. Who wants to lug it around anyway?
Even if you take a big drag out of this, like you see it, you can even see it in the video. It's just going away instantly. It doesn't hover, it doesn't stay. And you can still get a great hit. Awesome nicks. I mean, they're perfect.
If you
they're perfect
don't
for like
have something
situations.
that's a little smaller, you could also step away from the crowd, just kind of give it a few hits, make sure you're not blowing it in anybody's face, and then you're good. Same thing with parks and recreational areas. Step to the side. Don't be that guy.
Don't do that when you're sitting next to someone in the park. That's just absolutely terrible, rude as all get out. Even though they're smoking their cigarettes, walk away from them, sit somewhere away, take a little walk, and vape on your own section.
Next thing would be vaping while driving. There is etiquette for vaping while driving. There's a couple of things that you don't want to do when you're driving, like drip and drive. If you're using an RDA, you do not want to drip. So there's things to fix that. We have this little nifty thing here. It's called an easy dripper. It mounts to your windshield it holds your juice for you in a little bottle, just like there in the picture. And then you just plunge your RDA and it drips for you. So your eyes never actually have to leave the road. Dripping, it requires your hands, it requires your eyes. Both of those you need to drive. So, you know, we've got enough stigmas on vaping. Let's not be out there causing accidents too. That'll just give them another reason.
Other things, you know, don't vape in your car. Don't be blowing it right in front of your windshield. That's a terrible idea. If you're gonna vape in your car with people in it, make sure you have your windows down. I mean, vape just flies right out. All it takes is just like a little crack. You don't even gotta have it all the way open. I mean, I get it, it's hot. You wanna run the AC, but a little crack for you to get a nice vape in isn't gonna hurt nothing.
Yeah, word of advice on that one too. Don't forget to roll your window down and blow out a huge cloud, especially at nighttime or when it's raining. You end up blocking your whole windshield because it just rolls back on you. That blocks your visibility. You can't see. Also, speaking of windshield and visibility, if you've been vaping for a while, you've probably noticed that there's vape film on glass. It likes to cling to glass. Any little light source is going to reflect off of that. It's also going to affect your visibility while you're driving. So keep your glass clean, keep your windows down, and don't drip and drive. A couple of other things before we wrap it up. At-home etiquettes. Yes, there is home etiquette. If you're visiting somebody else's house, just be polite. You know, don't take a huge rip off of your mod, or even a little one for that matter. They may not want you vaping in their house. So either step outside or ask them if they mind. Whenever you invite people over to your house, you want to be a gracious host. So, you know, don't fog out your room or anything like that unless your company just doesn't mind. And then, hey, to each his own. Vape how you want in your house. Other than that,
You know, if you must do it in certain places where you just know that it's not a good idea, remember, always get something nice and compact like your eye care. I mean, you inhale it, hold it for like 3 seconds, and nothing really comes out. So, if it's a must, you got it.
much
You guys
more
have
to
a great
state.
day.
Alright.